But I just want to welcome all of you to the Riemann family, to the Riemann orientation tonight. And tonight is designed to help each and one of you really help you start your business, really help each and one of you launch your business, and really give all of you a clear plan, an action plan on exactly what to do and how to really build your business on getting to your first position, your second position, and a few other positions. And you're also going to hear some great testimonials tonight. You're going to learn how to become a senior manager. You're going to learn how to become a team leader. You're going to learn on the type of actions you need to take to do a K pop-up, to how to build your business as well. And I remember coming to my first orientation just like this. I remember getting started on my first few days with Riemann. And I remember learning about the company. And when I first heard about the company, I was excited. I was excited because they were brand new. I was excited because Riemann was #1 in South Korea. I was excited there was a compensation plan. But at the same time, even though I had a lot of excitement in the very beginning, I was also very nervous. I was nervous and thinking to myself, can a guy like me really have success in this industry? Can a guy like me with no background in skincare have success with Riemann, right? I said, I don't come from a skincare background. I don't come from a beauty background. Can I really have success here? But when I found out the company had orientations just like this, and I can listen to other people's testimonials and other people's stories, and that they had a weekly system in place, all I had to do is just be teachable and coachable and actually learn the basics on how to really build a business. So someone like myself that doesn't come from a skincare background or a beauty background came into this Riemann system at the very beginning stages, didn't know anything about skincare, but as I was teachable and coachable and followed the proven system, guess what happened? I got to my first position called senior manager. I went to the next position called team leader. Then it became a director, senior director, and now I became a national director with this company, Riemann. Just means that I went to the highest position in the company, and it just shows you what happens when you're consistent with your Riemann business, with your Riemann opportunity, what can happen within a very short period of time. Company Riemann started back in March of 2023. So it's only been about a year and about 5 months since our company launched. So we're still brand new. I really believe that right now, our company actually hasn't even started. I believe that right now, our company is just getting started, just getting situated. And right now, during these early stages, we are looking for individuals that want to play a leadership role. We are looking for individuals that want to play a big role with Riemann as we expand into multiple more countries. We have a lot of excitement announcement happening this weekend at the Irvine Convention. So once again, I want to welcome all of you that are joining us today on our Riemann call today. You're going to hear some great announcements, great testimonials, and great training. But of course, once again, want to welcome to all of you to the Riemann community, okay? So once again, today, we're going to talk about Riemann. We're going to talk about the support system. We're going to talk about launching your business and some important announcements by Mr. Danny Bay, the president of sales, right? So who is Riemann, right? Many of you already learned about Riemann. Many of you already heard about the company. Many of you maybe tried the products out. But Riemann is a unique company because why? Once again, it's a #1 K beauty company, and it happened in the first 2.5 years. Yes, we're pretty new in America, but we started back in 2018. So we're not a startup company, but at the same time, we already have a 6-year track record. And in this short period of time, our company did $2.5 billion in revenue, became the #1 K beauty brand, which is a big deal because when I first heard about that, I was impressed because why? In South Korea today, did you know that there's 2 big conglomerates? One company called Amore Pacific, the second company called LG. Now, these 2 big conglomerates have been #1 in Korea for the last 50 years. And they also own a lot of sub-companies, companies like Innisfree, Sorhasu. And you see some of these brands at Sephora. But as big as those brands can seem in those, Sephora and Ulta Beauty, our company beat them. We went #1 in South Korea, right? And we sold 35 million bottles, launched in America March 18th of last year. We pre-launched Taiwan December 5th of last year, and we pre-launched Hong Kong just a few months ago, right? Just July 1st. And we have so many accolades, so many awards. And you can see since 2018, Riemann has been winning so many awards and so many titles, and a lot of these awards are chosen by the people of South Korea. That shows you one thing, that the people recognize Riemann, the people trust in these brands, that the people of Korea saw how amazing the products were, and in a competitive country like South Korea, we went #1. So when I heard about this story at the very beginning stages, I was super impressed. But me also coming from a marketing and entertainment background, I was also impressed with all the celebrity marketing this company has done. I was impressed with all the biggest A-list celebrities that the models were for the company. I also saw that they did marketing and advertising in New York City Times Square. And they also was the first K-beauty company to market and advertise in Las Vegas at the Resorts World on the digital screen on the side of the wall. The first K-beauty company to do that. Plus, inside the Resorts World, for those that have been there, you guys know that there's a big ball that shows a lot of different advertising and companies there. Our company, Riemann, was also there as well. And we had our grand opening launch March of last year, right? So very exciting to see how much Riemann has grown in the United States since March of last year as well. And Riemann is different in many ways, right? Like I said, when I first looked into Riemann, I got a chance to meet the owners. I got a chance to try the products. I got a chance to see their pricing, right? Their compensation plan, right? And I got to meet the people, and I was so impressed because I said, as soon as I, tried the products, I said, these products are different. As soon as I looked into the compensation plan, I said, this compensation plan is different from every other company. When I met the owners, I said, these owners are amazing. They're different from other owners I've met, right? And their philosophy is different as well. So what does that all mean? See, in Korea, as they were building year after year after year, do you know what everyone started saying in South Korea? You know what they all said? Riemann is different. Riemann is different. Riemann is different. And everyone was wondering, why is Riemann different? What's so special about Riemann? But as soon as they started trying out the products, guess what they said? Riemann is different. These products are amazing. Once they started making money in Riemann, you know what everyone said? Wow, Riemann is different. You can make great income here as well, right? When they met the leaders and they met the owners and they saw how amazing their vision was for the company, they said Riemann was different. So when I looked at Riemann itself, guess what I said too? Riemann is different, right? I'm a numbers guy. I come from a business background. So I looked at the compensation plan. I was so blown away with our compensation plan that you can literally earn as much as you want. You could help a lot of people. And at the same time, it's so attractive for anyone that wants to work with us on a part-time basis. People that are affiliates today, people that are influencers today, they can work with us. People that want to build a team can work with us. We're attracted to individuals that want to do this on a bigger scale. So we're a very attractive compensation plan. And also the pricing of the products are very affordable. When I learned about the products being only about $30 to $50 to $60 a bottle, I was so impressed. And that's why a lot of people love our company and our products at the same time, because we're an affordable luxury. Today, many people are looking for what? Affordable luxury. And our price points are literally at the pricing that people can say it's affordable, right? And of course, our products, right? How many of you have tried products out today and you love the products, right? How many of you have seen already great changes by using the products? But more than just how amazing the products are, our innovation of the products is different, right? Did you guys know that our company mission, our company goal is to have the cleanest and safest and most effective products in the entire world today? That's our goal. We want to become a safe and effective and affordable price point for everyone in the entire world, right? And the fact that we have a technology called microfluidizer, right, that allows these liposomal molecules to go deep into your laser skin through our technology is truly amazing. Meaning a lot of companies have not even gone to the stage yet. A lot of companies today don't use microfluidizer technology. A lot of companies don't have liposomal technology. They don't have that. But we're literally one of the first companies that have actually done this. And now, if you think about it, our products, when you apply it to your skin, they go deep into your layers, way below the epidermis. That's why we have to make sure that our products also are very, very safe, right? And, so Riemann is different. Riemann is different. And I couldn't have said, welcome to literally joining us at the very best time, right? So once you get started with Riemann, I'm sure some of you already got the website, Riemann.com. Go to the website. You can look into the website and you can see a bunch of things there. You can look at, once you log in, you can see way you can obviously sign up new distributors, new planners, new managers, new senior managers, your customers. You can see all the orders, all the management orders, your sales performance, everything you need to know about doing your Remind business. You can do so once you go to remind.com. If you have questions, how do I see my commissions? How do I get some marketing materials? All that questions, go to remind.com, right? And when you also go to remind.com, there's also something called rbo.remind.com. This is your business office for Remind. Once you log in, you'll see your ID number, you'll see your team members, your customer base, your business points. I mean, everything is there, and everything is so systematic. And I know that they're also going to have some great announcements for our platforms as well. New announcements happening as well during convention. So I'm excited to see that Remind is continuously looking to improve every aspect of their business, not just the products, not just the platform, but every aspect of Remind they're looking to improve. And that's a company you want to work with. That's a company you want to build with, because why? They're always looking to grow in all aspects of the categories, right? And you could also create your own shop. Many people have asked me, Steve, can I have my own link? Can I send a link to customers? Can I send a link to a friend with just a few products? And yes, you can. You can create your own personal shop by logging in. Go to your profile, right? And you have a referral link. That referral link, you can give it to people. They can sign up with that referral link. You don't have to give them your ID number. Also, the customer can sign up that way as well. But you can also create your own website for people to buy products as well. And you can go to my personal shop. You can create your shop name, have a message as well. It's very simple to use. You can put a picture there. You can put some taglines there. It's up to you. Then we have something called the Drive. Okay, the Drive is a place where you can find a lot of marketing materials, a lot of documents. Every one sheet or every informational sheet that you need about the products is in the Drive. So if you're asking someone to, hey, Steve, how to use the products, what are the steps? Go to the Drive, is in there, right? Hey, can you give me more information about the Snow Enzyme Cleanser? What's so good about the Snow Enzyme Cleanser? What's so good about the booster? What's so good about the serum? All those information, guess what you can find it at? You can find it in the Drive. Find it in Drive. So look in the Drive first before you ask people about the questions, because you'll find all your answers there, okay? And of course, we want to start launching your business, okay? Yes, you started in your business, and yes, you signed up as a planner, but you have to understand one thing, right? Just signing up is one thing, but actually enrolling into the business and launching a business is a different thing, right? And what do I mean by a launch, right? See, when I first started Remind and when I first got started in this industry, my mentor always told me, Steve, when you first get started in this industry, you got to set goals, and you got to have a strong goal. You got to have, short-term goals, you got to have long-term goals, and you also got to have a strong reason why you're doing the business. But so he first asked me, Steve, so in your first 3 to 6 months, what type of income do you want to generate? Like, what do you want to do? Where do you want to be in 3 to 6 months? What position do you want to be in 3 to 6 months? Where do you want to be in 3 to 6 months, right? So I started writing down these short-term goals. Then he said, Steve, what do you want to do long-term with this business, right? In this industry, next 2 to 5 years, what kind of income do you want to see? What kind of position do you want to be, right? He said, Steve, write it down. You need to visually see it on paper so that you can remind yourself every single time about what your short-term goals are and what your long-term goals are. And you also have to have a reason why you're doing this. See, many of you that are on the call right now, you're going to do Remind. And sometimes you're going to go through tough times. And sometimes you're going to go through stuff like rejections. You're going to go through some adversity and struggles. And that happens. And that's normal. But the reason why some people actually keep going, and they go through adversity, and they go through struggles, and they go through tough times, and they make it to the finish line, is because they had a strong why. The individuals that get started with us that doesn't have a strong why, that doesn't have a strong reason, guess what happens to you, right? When you hit adversity, when you hit blockage, when you hit a wall, when you get struggles, when you get rejections, guess what happens to you? You can just quit, right? So you got to write down a strong reason why. And when the why is strong enough, the how is easy. Let me tell you something, right? For everyone that's on the call today, I know many of you right now, of course, are mothers that are on the call today, right? Like, for example, right? If I asked you, okay, if we're in, let's say, New York City, okay, and we're in New York City today, and it's raining, okay, it's raining, and it's pouring rain, and on between two different buildings, we were at the top of the roof, pouring rain, right? And there was a small wood from one building to one building, and literally it's like the rain is coming down hard, super shaky. I told you, hey, if you go from one building to another building, we're on the 120th floor. I will give you $1 million to cross that building to that building on that small little ledge. Would you do it? Right? And the obvious answer is obviously not. Why? Because it's not worth it to risk your life to go from one building to one building in a huge thunderstorm when the wooden piece is obviously shaking. But what if I told you this? What if I told you your kids was stuck on the other side, right, of the building, and on the bottom of the other building, a fire started, right? And you had to save your kids, right? You would run over there. You would go through that ledge, cross over, and save your kids and bring them back, right? And it doesn't matter if it's raining. It doesn't matter if there's a fire in the building. You're gonna save your kids. And why is that? Because now the reason changed. See, the reason of your kids are so strong that it doesn't matter the challenges that arise when you hit different struggles, right? And that's why in Riemann, it's so important. It's so important for all of you to have a strong reason on why you're doing your Riemann business, and that's going to help you get you to the finish line. Okay, get you to the finish line, right? So that's a little bit about Riemann. That's about a little bit about how to launch your business and setting some short-term and long-term goals. But now I also want to bring up an individual that I have so much respect for. Her name is Maricel, and she's out of the Las Vegas market. Her background, is she's a surgeon by trade from the Philippines. Now she lives in America, and now she's a advanced PMU. She's a medical esthetician. She has her own clinic and shop as well. And now she was introduced to Riemann not too long ago. I met her literally last year, and she got started with us. And literally, after trying out the products, she told us some friends and referrals, and literally in 30 days, she became a team leader. And now she is inches and days away from becoming our next director for Riemann. So we're going to hear a testimony from her. So we want to go out to Las Vegas and welcome Maricel to the call. Maricel, are you there?
I am here. Can you hear me? Hi, everyone. Good evening. Thank you, Steve, for that wonderful introduction. So as Steve has mentioned, I am Maricel Yeung. I'm one of the team leaders here in Las Vegas. Okay, and as he mentioned as well, I am a surgeon by profession. And after I became a mom, I transitioned to medical aesthetics. I do have a clinic here in Las Vegas as well. So I was introduced to Riemann July last year by a good friend of mine, Director Eileen. So one day she called me and said, "Hey, Doc, I have this amazing product that I discovered, and you should, carry this in your clinic." And I'm like, "Whoa, hold on a minute," because being the way that I am, I have to do research first. I have to try the products first and make sure they're good, because I'm not going to put my name behind something that doesn't work, right? So I got the products. I started using the EX line twice a day. And after just 5 days, I was blown away by the change that I saw in my skin. So the dullness went away, my hyperpigmentation lightened up a little bit already. I have this glow that I haven't seen in a long time, okay? And my face has lifted to a certain degree that was notable because given the fact I've only been using the product for 5 days. So I knew then that our products were and are amazing, okay? So I called her right away and I said, "Tita Eileen, I'm buying the 6,000 BP. I'm gonna be a senior manager." And the rest, of course, followed. Now, there's one more product that I do wanna mention, and that is the Deep Talk Plus, okay? I made the mistake of not taking it right away. 2 months into the business, one of my teammates was taking it twice a day, and he lost 18 pounds in 3 to 4 weeks. And I'm like, when I heard about it, I was like, "Oh, what is this witchery?" Okay, if this is this good, I cannot miss out on this. So I started taking the product, the Deep Talk Plus, twice a day as well. And lo and behold, my gut health has never been better. Okay, my bloatedness went away. I felt clean from the inside, and I was more energetic. Okay, so these are the two products I want to share tonight. But honestly, all our products are phenomenal. Not one product disappoints, okay? On top of that, we have a solid company, we have amazing, wonderful leaders, and we have a compensation plan that is like no other. That's why I feel so blessed to be part of Riemann, because it gives me the ability to be confident in my own skin. And on the flip side, it gives me another source of revenue that really dissipates all the stresses that I have in my day-to-day life, okay? And I intend to share Riemann with anybody, and I mean anybody who would listen, because I want to bless others with it too. So that's all I have to share for you tonight. But thank you for giving me this opportunity to share. And I hope I was able to give you some insights on what Riemann can offer you. Okay. Now I'm going to turn you over to our next speaker, Miss Jackie Gerbert, she's an amazing individual. She's a team leader from Philadelphia. She is a mom of four. Okay. And she is also a teacher and a multiple six-figure earner, and has been in the industry for 7 years. She's going to train on the senior manager game plan. Welcome to the call, Jackie.
There it is. Thanks, Steve, for muting me. Thank you so much for that introduction. I am so humbled to be in this lineup tonight. So thanks for having me. Like it was already said, I am a mama to four and I am a teacher. So if anyone's out there right now that's a parent thinking, how am I going to do this? How am I going to fit this into my schedule? I'm here to tell you, you can do it, my friends. So my husband and I are actually both teachers, and we found ourselves a few years back doing every side job you can imagine: tutoring, yoga instructor, bartending. We did it just to make ends meet, right? And then I stumbled into this industry 7 years ago, really just to get some supplemental income, a couple extra $100 here and there. And what happened was it turned into some life-changing things. Most proud of would be probably with my fourth child. Instead of going back to the classroom when they were 6 weeks old, which is devastating. Any mamas on the call know it's hard to leave your babies. But with the fourth one, this industry basically allowed me to take 89 days unpaid maternity leave, which we weren't able to do before because we needed my income. So I got that time, and that's what this industry, this space has allowed me to do, is basically have time with my most precious shareholders. So I believe in it. I saw this opportunity like Riemann, and I couldn't look away. And thank goodness I didn't, because when Tara Chirax brought me, she sent me the products, I said, no, 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 no. I'm health and wellness girly. I don't want to be bothered with the skincare. And now there's steps. Did I not just tell you I'm busy? But then she sent me a picture of her face, and I just could not deny what was happening. So fast forward, I've really just been able to bring the self-care back to me. If you're on this call, you know these products are legit, right? So I'm actually going to talk to you about how I have managed in a short time, just a few short months, to triple what I bring in as a tenured teacher with 2 master's degrees on a monthly basis. So here we go. I'm going to get right to it. I get to talk to you tonight about senior manager. But before that, let me back up a little bit and start with planner and manager, and go into basically what these mean and what they entail, right? So when you first start here, you are a planner. You're able to bring home up 10% commission. And then when you acquire 3,000 BP, and BP stands for business points. What's a business point? It's actually 90% on the dollar, which was incredible when I first learned about the comp plan, because I was coming from a place where we were not paid 90% to the dollar. For instance, if I would have sold $100 in a product, I would have maybe gotten 50 business points or 30 business points. So huge difference. That's what you want to see when you're talking business, and you want the money to make sense, right? So once you acquire 3,000 business points, you then lock in for a lifetime this promotion at 25 up to 25% commission. Pretty sweet, right? You keep doing that, and that's gonna you do that again, and you are going to find yourself at the promotion of senior manager. So a couple highlights here. Actually, let me make that bigger for you. A couple highlights with senior manager. So when you unlock senior manager, you can have up to 35% commission. And this is really set up like a high commission affiliate program, right? These core ranks here. And when you earn this status, I'm going to say this again, it's a lifetime promotion. So you're not going to fall back. Once you lock it in, you lock it in for life. It's also on a 3-month rolling. So you see that right there under senior manager qualifications. You need 6,000 business points, and it's going to happen over 3 rolling months. So if you came in this month at September, you have September, October, and November to hit that 6,000 BP. What counts into that 6,000 is your personal orders, your personal customers, your first level. That means anyone that you bring into the business, their orders and their customer orders is all going to come together to give you that 6,000. Another key point is, in order to receive commission and be commission qualified, you really need to have 3 active customers a month. I'm going to tell you that's not hard to do, given that our products are so good. Okay, from there, when you look on the other side, what senior manager looks like commission-wise is it's going to be based on anybody you bring in personally on your first level. You got that 25 base commission, right? So them, your customers, but then you're also at this level going to acquire an additional 5% team incentive, and that's on unlimited levels. So that was really cool. I knew I wanted to maximize the comp plan right out the gate. So senior manager was a short-term goal of mine. And we did it, within a couple days, because once you get the products on people's skin, it's just incredible what you're able to do. So I knew that that was the goal right away, because that 5% was enticing. I wanted to maximize. I wanted to get the most that I could, especially if the short-term goal was to have a strong customer base, which I highly recommend. You also see under our Remon Dollar program, you can acquire an additional 5% on personal and first level when you acquire 10 active customers. So for my team and what we do is that's our goal every month. It really creates a nice strong foundation. Customers coming back month after month. We have an incredible retention rate here. So that's the goal every month, is 10 customers, right? And then you can see under your personal order rebate, you not only get 12.5% in your cash rebate on your personal orders, but you're also going to get 12.5 in Remon dollars. And Remon dollars are brand new to us, and we're super excited to see this program roll out. And what we've been able to do with it is really get some just have first access to certain things. You can also get swag. Every month there'll be something new that you can get with Remon dollars. I'm sure they're going to be talking about it coming up at convention next week. So it's been a really huge highlight for us here at Remon. And then again, the additional 5%. So let's look at the scenario here. So what you have and what's going to happen in your organization when you're a senior manager, let's say you enroll a customer, you can see right there, you're going to earn 30% commission. Here's a hot tip for you. You're earning the most on your customers. This is important, okay? So when I'm talking to my team and they're like, I don't know, they might want to do the business, they might want to be a customer. My advice to you is to keep them as a customer, let them have that customer experience. And if they decide down the road that they want to do the business, then they pay the $20 and they upgrade. But that enables you to get the most commission. And it also allows you not to be spending time on someone that might not be taking the business seriously. So always do some vetting and make sure that if they're a customer, they need to stay a customer. If they're serious about the business, then they can upgrade. Right here, when you enroll a planner, you're going to make 20% commission. When someone under you becomes a manager, you make the difference, right? So that's where the 10% comes into play. And then when someone is a senior manager under you, you're going to make 5% commission on them. It's like you pass off the baton to them as they are now climbing the ranks alongside you. Okay, so my best advice, I will say, let me stop screen share here. My best advice going forward is to really just go all in, okay? Because with manager and senior manager and those core ranks, you really have an opportunity to maximize the comp plan, make a sweet commission, and that's just based on selling products. I'm going to turn it over to someone who's going to talk about what happens when the comp plan really opens up. But my best advice is to go all in, put 2 feet in the boat, and really lean into the systems that we have here, along with some of the best leadership I can say that this industry has to offer. So really let them do some heavy lifting in the beginning, and you can sit back, get the products on people's skin, learn, and you can earn as you learn. We have a motto here on the team, and it's change your face, change your finances. And that's exactly what we are seeing happening for thousands every single day. So I'm happy you're here. Best of luck to you. Reach out if you need anything. And I'm about to pass it on to someone I didn't know before Riemann. I'm super excited that I know her now. Okay, let me start from, she is a director here at Riemann. This is the type of promotion that everyone sets their eyes on, and she acquired it in a very short period of time. She's from Alberta, Canada, just holding it down over there, making big things happen. She's a single mom to two young adult children, and she's been in this industry for 12 years. But here's my favorite thing about Tracy. Her background is in education. So teachers unite, my friend. And this industry actually brought her out of the classroom, and now she's making a huge positive impact on so many lives here at Riemann. So Tracy, so happy to have you here.
Hey, Jackie, thank you so much for the kind introduction. Fellow teacher, I know there's a lot of teachers that are in this industry, and I can tell you as a teacher, without knowing this industry, which was 12 years ago when I got introduced, I would have never ever thought that this could be for me, or that it was something that I even would have wanted to do. I would have ran far, far away. But I'll tell you what, it was one of those, hey, why not, like, extra income, offset your costs, use a great product line. And I came from skincare 12 years ago. When I got introduced to the industry, it was primarily skincare. And so I have a big passion for skincare, obviously, and just health and wellness for people. But I was 10 years now that I've been out of the classroom. And yay, thank you for this industry. And thank goodness somebody shared this with me. And I'll tell you, when I got to try these Riemann products, I was absolutely blown away. I used skincare all my life, use good skincare, but when I seen the results with our Riemann products, I was like, wow, this is hands down 10 times what I have ever seen in any other line out there. So for all of you who haven't actually got the products on your face yet, get ready, get excited, and get them on your face, and take that before picture, and take a week later picture and a 2-week later picture, because you will want to put those side by side to do that comparison. So Jackie, thank you for going through the senior manager. Everybody in the chat, give her a high five, cheer her on. Awesome job for our testimonial tonight. I love hearing the stories, and Steve for going over, just everything about the company and everything else. I know we could talk and talk and talk for hours, because there's just so much goodness that's happening here right now. But tonight I get to share with you the next step in our compensation plan. And as Jackie shared, that manager and senior manager position, it is just so beautiful for people out there who are sharing and who are selling and referring and everything else. And for those of you who maybe go, I want something, I want more than that. I want to grow more. I want to be a team builder. I want that residual income. I want to help people, and I want to help other people go out and change their finances as well, and help change their skin, change your face, change your finances, like Jackie said, right? So our team leader game plan, I know when I came into this company, my eye was on the prize for team leader right away. And then obviously, director, senior director, national director, my eyes at the top of this comp plan. But this team leader position is such a sweet position. It's really where everything opens up. Okay. So there's definitely some more requirements here at this point, and take note. And what I want you to do is to say to yourself, like, when do you want to become a team leader? Like, what is your goal date? Set a date, right? Set a date in front of you, put that goal in front of you, because without a goal, it's hard to go after something. If you have a goal in mind and you're like, this is what I'm doing, this is when it's going to happen, you can go out and make it happen and get it done, right? And then of course you can have your achievement date. But what we have here for qualifications is 50,000 BP, right? Our business points in your 5 most recent calendar months. So again, 5 consecutive months, 50,000 BP. You do need 3 lines of senior managers in three separate lines, and then 7 managers team wide. Okay. So again, there are requirements here at this level, because you know what, things just open up to a whole other level here, from your commissions and into leadership check match. All right. So let's take a look here, what this looks like. So at team leader, your rebates and rewards, you can get up to 45%. So we get unlimited levels in our team leader group. So our team now, it is part of everything and part of that 50,000 in volume. There's a 40% base commission. So you go out there and you get a customer, you're getting that 40%. We have 3 generational leadership check match from 10 to 15%. We also have this Remon dollar program, and I'm telling you, I know Jackie touched on this, but I am in love with these Remon dollars. When you can use these Remon dollars to utilize it to grow your business, it is, and you can be so creative with this. You know, I was able to get a ton of experience kits, and I got to you know, to get them to people and get these products into people's hands. I got to get some swag. I've got the most comfortable and like snuggly hoodie ever, and it says Remon across the top. And I actually wore that hoodie to the gym today, and somebody said to me, Ryman, what is that? Well, guess what? It was a conversation starter right off the hop, right? So you can get swag with it, you can get personal products with it. It's really, really great. So it's really important that you are focused on those 10 customers. Your personal order rebate. So when you are ordering yourself as a team leader, you're going to get 20% cash rebate. And then your 20% goes into those Remon dollar rebate. Okay. And then, of course, that additional 5% is there, the icing on the cake, when you get those 10 customers. We also ask for commission release qualification, that you get 5 active customers, and that you are generating 10,000 BP monthly outside in your open line team leader volume. So how does this look, right? As a team leader, you are enrolling a customer. And as Jackie said, I have the same philosophy as her. You know what? Get those customers. Those who are unsure, put them as a customer. They can upgrade at any time to be a planner, but you're getting 40%, right? And then if you hit that Remon dollar qualification, that extra 5% is going towards the Remon dollars. When you enroll a planner, you're getting 30% manager, 20 senior manager, 10%. So again, you can just see as you go up, you know, you just get paid more. So you know, different ways that you can hit the team leader position. Obviously, what I would really recommend you to do is to really make sure that you are setting up your structure right off the hop, right? Think about which in your lines, how many different lines do you have? That's why you want to have as many open lines as you possibly can, that you're personally enrolling as much as you possibly can, and that you're going and saying, okay, I've got this, I'm going to, you know, eye on the prize for this one to be a senior manager leg, this one to be a senior manager leg, and this one to be a senior manager leg. Now, in this scenario right here, right, if you enroll 3 separate lines of senior managers right off the hop, boom, there you go, right? And those senior managers are going out there and they're enrolling senior managers and they're enrolling managers. So the name of the game here is to, when you get a planner in your business, is to help them get to manager as soon as possible. Help them get that extra pay, help them move up the pay grade. And then once they hit manager, help them get to senior manager. We have some people, you heard on our testimonial tonight, that said, hey, I wanted to come in immediately as a senior manager. I as well. I mean, I needed so much product when I first started. And I said, listen, if I'm getting started, I want the best bang for my buck. And I want to get the most when I first get started. To each their own. I tell everybody, get in where you fit in. But, you know, we want to help people when they first get started. Manager, senior manager, manager, senior manager, and become a manager factory and become a senior manager factory. And you will, by default, hit that team leader position. So with that, I hope that you print out your sheet, get your launch sheet out in front of you, get that date for team leader, set your goals, set what you want for you, because anything can be done if you put your mind to it. I'm going to hand this call over to finish things off here tonight to one of my favorite people, one of my most respected people that I have been able to meet here in the past year, Mr. Danny Bay. He is our Vice President of Sales here at Remon. He is not only he's so smart in what he does, and he's got years and years and years of experience in this industry. He's one of the kindest, most genuine people that I have ever met. And I'll tell you, he leads, he walks his talk. He is out there. He is in country after country, taken RMN around the world. So Danny, I appreciate your leadership, and I'm going to turn the call to you.
Thank you very much, Tracy. I appreciate your incredible training here tonight. I'm excited to be here and hearing Jackie's story and I'm hearing Tracy's story, both of them having teacher background. I do not have a teaching background. However, my father was a teacher for 20 years. So if you know any teachers or if you know any children of teachers, it would be a great idea to introduce RMN to them. Well, welcome to our orientation tonight. I know many of you are brand new, just getting started with RMN Opportunity. We want to welcome you to RMN community. As you saw tonight from Mr. Steve Hyun, Maricel, Jackie, and Tracy, sharing their story, their wisdom, as well as the simple system we have, a 4-step simple process of launching your business during our orientation. We roll out the guidelines and the navigation, for you to start this business part-time and set goals, as Mr. Steven talked about, to achieve at whatever level you want to achieve, just to maybe offset the cost of the products that you want to use, or maybe offset some of the increase of the cost of living that you and I are facing every single day. Or maybe some of you have goals to replace your full-time job income just so you could have time freedom with maybe similar, if not better, income and finances that you are used to. So you could have the freedom that Jackie shared of, maybe, taking some time off from work and having the, time freedom to really focus on the things that's really important in our lives. Or maybe some of you have found us because you saw the vision of how big this could be. And you're looking at this as your opportunity and your chance in life to really do something very special financially, and maybe double or triple or quadruple or maybe 10x your income that you're used to by capitalizing on the movement of what's happening with RMN and K-Beauty and in Seldom products in North America. My name is Danny Bay. I'm president of sales with RMN. I'm so excited and grateful to be part of RMN community. And tonight I'm going to be sharing with you the 4th step, simple 4-step orientation, 4th step of the orientation tonight, talking about how important it is after committing our personal plans, right? Mr. Steve Hyun shared, you got to have your short-term and long-term goals. Those are your personal plans. And Jackie explained how to put a senior manager game plan where, you start as a planner, maybe you are currently a manager, but putting a plan together where you could unlock higher status and higher percentage benefit as a senior manager. So you want to set your senior manager game plan. And after that, even if you're just getting started with us today or last week or last 30 days, you want to set your goals with the deadline to become a team leader, just like Tracy talked about, by putting a team leader game plan, because senior manager, its first 3 months volume. It's a 3 months, most recent 3 months volume counting to unlock that status. Team leader is most recent 5 months volume to unlock the status. So, even if you're just getting started right now, if this is your month 1, to make sure that you're not wasting the volume of first month, you want to have a clear plan to become senior manager within that time period, become a team leader within that time period. Because if you're just getting started right now in September, October, November, December, January, if you're not team leader by January, which is okay, it's just that you won't get to count the September volume anymore. And you have to count October, November, December, January, and February. So, having a plan from the beginning gives you the edge and the advantage to make sure that you're counting every volume, every customer that you acquire, every person that you share the products with towards your promotion to maximize the plan. So after setting your personal and senior manager and team leader game plan, I believe that next step we have to take to launch your business properly is to commit to your plans. And I believe that commitment is so important, because without commitment, can you imagine someone trying to learn a language without commitment? Not possible. Can you imagine starting a relationship, starting marriage without commitment? Not possible. Can you imagine wanting to lose weight, go on a diet, or maybe gain muscles and hit certain weight or muscle goals without commitment? Not possible. Same thing in business, trying to achieve success without commitment, not possible. possible. And the best way to commit is to write down action plans, because how commitment continues is by taking action. Someone says, I want to lose weight, I want to go to the gym, but if they don't go to the gym and if they don't actually eat properly, that commitment is going to get weaker and weaker every single day. But if you take action that supports and matches your commitment, is how your commitment gets stronger, and the action repeats and follows the commitment, which is how you create the results that you want to create. So the plans that you have set, the proper commitments that action plans that you want to put in is, number one, you want to schedule what's called 2K pop-ups. What's K pop-ups? It's pretty much turning your home or your comfortable environment area to host a pop-up store, pop-up event of having people try our K-Beauty products. The most powerful tool we have in RMN in building your business and getting customers is pretty much having people try our products. When people try our products, literally within 30 minutes, many people see incredible results, and especially using products with experience kits where they could have a full facial experience, but they take the products home and they're using the product daily, following proper steps to do so 3, 5, 7 days. Even if they don't realize it themselves, when they go to work, when they go to church, when they go to family gathering, they're going to have someone ask them a question. Number one question our people get after using products for a week is, did you get a Botox? Did you change skincare? And when they get these compliments, it triggers interest and triggers the opportunity, curiosity in people, for people to want, number one, want to continue using products, but number two, I think there's an opportunity here. Maybe I should share the products too. So you want to share, you want to give people, as many people as possible, to experience products. And the greatest way to do so is by inviting them over to your house, maybe your office, if you have a store, or in your comfortable area that your contacts, your friends and family are familiar with. Invite them over to your house to have a pop-up experience of experiencing our K-Beauty products, which is called K-Pop-Up. You want to schedule 2 of them, in 2 or a few days apart, and invite people for those pop-ups so you could get as many people as possible to experience our products. And so you want to write down your 2 days. You want to get together with your team leaders and directors and schedule these pop-ups and commit to hosting those pop-ups so you could get as many people as possible to experience the products. After committing to pop-ups, you want to make a list of the people that you want to invite. I just want to give a couple quick advice in making a list, okay? When you make a list, just remember what I'm sharing with you right now. It's amazing because it's like this for almost everybody. Doesn't matter who we talk to, doesn't matter what country, what city, doesn't matter what their background is. This is the case for most people. When you make a list, do not prejudge. Here's the reason why. People you think will do well in the business or will love the product, sometimes they don't. And people you think will not be interested usually are the ones who ends up being part of it. People you think they are going to do good in the business usually don't end up doing well. But people you think are not going to do well in the business are the ones that ends up, coming in and absolutely crush it in the business and break records. So what I recommend is you do not prejudge, because if you prejudge, most likely you're going to be wrong. Now, I live in Las Vegas. I was training with some people in Las Vegas. I said, think of it like it's as you're going to casino. Now, some of you have been to casino. Anybody been to Las Vegas and been to casino? Okay, there's a game called Baccarat. I asked a group of people in Vegas. I said, have you ever played? They said they played before. It's a very simple game. It's either you pick banker or player. And that's how you win. I said, when you played, did you win? And most people tell me no, they lost money. And I said, you know why? Because you prejudge. And whenever you thought it was a banker, it was a player. Whenever you thought it was a player, it ended up being a banker. I'm just telling you, when you prejudge, you're going to be wrong. Okay. So same thing here. People you think are going to do it, won't do it. People you think won't do it, they do it. Make a list, do not prejudge, and just invite everybody. And as you start inviting, what I recommend is even before you host your pop-up, start documenting your process and progress and start taking pictures. Your before after pictures. The most powerful story you're going to be able to have and create to share the power of the product is you creating your before and after story. So, make sure you take a picture. If you haven't tried our product yet, make sure you take a picture as your before. And every day as you take product, you use the product, make sure you document the process. And after 3 days, and after 7 days, after 30 days, after 60 days, if you could compare your before and after pictures, it's going to bring a lot of credibility and a lot of excitement to your business. And after you make these commitments and schedule pop-ups and start inviting people and start the journey of creating your story, and what you want to do next is make sure that you are attending events. We have orientation, presentation, team events, training events, and conventions that will help you every step of the way for you to be successful. Now, one of those opportunity is happening this Thursday night. This Thursday night, we have a very special presentation happening by National Director, Mr. Zimmer, and our top producing team leader, Christy Belliston. They're going to be doing a live presentation together this Thursday night that you're not going to want to miss. Now, if you have some people you want to share the business opportunity with, this is a perfect event for you to invite them to learn about our business this Thursday night. This is going to be an incredible opportunity to give them first exposure of who RMN is, what our product are all about, and how the compensation and the business model works. This is going to be a great opportunity. Also, if you're just new getting started in the business, I highly recommend you listen to the presentation on Thursday night at least 10 times and take some great notes, because you're going to learn more about RMN. This is a great way for you to learn the vision, product, and the business model by hearing repetition of presentation is going to be one of the greatest trainings for you to truly understand and master the opportunity of RMN. Another reason it's a great opportunity to invite people for the presentation this Thursday is because this weekend we're going to have a convention in Irvine, California. On 14th and 15th, this Saturday. These are some pictures from last convention in April. We only have a couple times a year gathering together physically in person to host a convention like this. We're expecting over 2,000 people to attend, come together to Irvine, California at the Hyun Regency Hotel this weekend. And what's going to be awesome about someone being introduced to RMN this Thursday is that maybe you could find a ticket. It's sold out event. Maybe you could access, get ticket from someone and still have the opportunity to bring them to this convention this weekend. That way they could hear directly from our founder, our creator, our chairman of the company, as well as our global CEO is going to be there. All our top leaders are going to be there. This is going to be a very special event that you're not going to want to miss. And I believe that the greatest way for someone to start their RMN career is to start the week of us having the convention. Because if they get started this Thursday, they see the vision this Thursday, they come to Irvine and see the big picture, they're going to have a perfect launching pad to start their RMN business in a very large scale, very effectively with top speed, compared to someone that gets introduced next week, where they may have to wait another 6 or 7 months before we have a convention opportunity like we have going on this weekend. So all of you that are already in RMN, make sure you're there with us this Saturday, Sunday. It's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. We got some big announcements. We got powerful trainings that's going to be available at the convention, but also everybody you introduced the opportunity to between now until Saturday, I highly encourage you to invite them to the convention this weekend, because it's going to be lifetime. It's going to be life-changing. So in closing, I just want to once again welcome you to RMN community. Those of you that are brand new, just getting started in RMN, tonight, the 4 steps that you got, I want to encourage you to do it right after this call is done. Set up your goals, set up your senior manager game plan and deadline, set your team leader game plan and deadline, schedule your 2K pop-ups, and make sure you could find a way to get to Irvine with us and be there in convention live. So we appreciate everybody joining us tonight. God bless you. Have a great night. Everybody travel safe. Those of you that are coming to Irvine, and we'll see you guys next time. Welcome to RMN. Bye-bye.